Sometimes because I've got a mountain of lenses, I take things for granted and pointing out the obvious. But I wanted to point out this lens that I've mentioned in the past, maybe over a year and a half ago, and I tell you that this is the best Nikkor lens that I can just about assure you that you do not own. Now this is a screw drive lens. This is made in Japan, it's all metal, it's as tough as a tank. The output is silk, sex, and sugar. In rendering, contrast, resolution, ultimate output, it's 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. This is what it looks like. Now, there are many different versions of the 300mm f4, and this is the one with the built-in metal lens hood. Typically, they go between $250 and $350. The average is actually right at $300, $325. Absolute perfection beyond belief. Take a look at the Flickr page for this lens. I got a couple of them. And even though it is a slow autofocus, so it's obviously not ideal for fast-moving sports action and bird photography, for portraiture and any form of photography other than really fast-moving stuff, this lens, there is not another 300mm f4 lens that comes close. Now I have the current version of the 300mm f4, and that's a Fresnel lens, and it costs, what it was, $2,000? Doesn't even come close to this. It has a pile of glass in it. It is really lightweight and is really fast autofocus, but this old lens here, well, it's not that old. The AFD Nikkor, it looks just like this, will outrender it, color, saturation, bokeh, micro contrast, all across the board. It'll just sit on its skull and play the drums. This cheap $300 lens versus my $2,000 300mm f4 Fresnel. Most of you don't have this lens, and most of you would probably never ever consider it, but you really should. You think it's a really old clunky lens? This lens is like the Voigtlander 58mm 1.4 that thousands of people have bought off my recommendation, and everybody's just blown away. This is that lens, some 300mm f4 for Nikon. So next time you see one really cheap and the optics are clean, you really should buy it. There's not a chance in hell you would regret purchasing this lens. Not a chance in hell. It's impossible. Thanks for watching, and bye.